I grew up during the golden age of Flash games. Their simplicity and addictiveness and accessibility in your browser was unmatched, and I ended up playing them all the time in the computer lab during middle school and high school, and on my computer at home since I never had a good computer to begin with. Now, I really ended up loving Fancy Pants. That was a great platformer game and adventure game. And I loved Fantastic Contraption, which is a great puzzle game where you make unique contraptions to transport things. And then I also loved the Last Stand series, which was basically a zombie survival defense game. Now, I love the feeling of Flash games. They're very nostalgic for me, and I think they really do cut to the core of what makes a game fun. Now, that's the feeling I got while playing Counter Night. Let's get right into it. Right from the jump, you can tell that the art style of this game has that hand-drawn look to it, and it really harkens back to the golden days of Flash games in your browser. And I think it's very charming because of that. And the soundtrack is actually very good, and the sound effects definitely have that Flash game feel to them. It just has a lot of charm and personality. They definitely get a pass in my book. The gameplay of Counter Night has you assume the role of a knight. Now, you're traveling through these overworld maps, and whenever you get into gameplay, everything has to do with time-based mechanics. Now, as you're being this knight, you're moving from the left to the right side of the screen. Now, as you're moving, there will be enemies coming at you. There will be melee enemies, there will be ranged enemies, there will be bosses, just a wide variety of enemies that all attack you in different intervals with different weapons and in different timings. Now, it all boils down to time-based mechanics. Now, if your enemy is attacking you, you can counter with your shield at the right moment in order to counterattack and have a chance to stun them. Now, you can also attack with your own weapon and use your own abilities to deal damage, and that's how you wipe out these waves of enemies. And it's really satisfying when they're throwing waves of different combinations of enemies at you, and you're having to counter ranged attacks, melee attacks, and then wailing on them. It's just a very simple gameplay loop, but that's why it's so satisfying to master. And I kind of suck at these kind of games, but I'm having so much fun with it. Once you complete levels, you will get rewards, and mainly those rewards consist of gear, items, and gold. Now, with gold, you're able to level up specific stats of your knight, so attack or health and things like that. And then you can also level up the actual level of your knight, and that slowly unlocks new abilities such as passive abilities and active abilities for your knight to utilize. Now, with the gear and items, you will get weaponry and stuff that you can equip to your knight, and that increases their strength as well. Now, with these weapons themselves, they will have all different rarities, such as star rarities, and the higher the star, the higher the rarity, and you will level up and enhance those by feeding lesser weapons to them. So there's kind of like something that you've seen in other RPGs or gacha games on the App Store, and that's here with the gear system. Which brings us to the monetization of this game. Now, this is a free game to download, and there are in-app purchases. Now, there's in-app purchases to gain premium currency at a faster rate, as well as the in-game currency at a faster rate, instead of just earning them through gameplay. And then with these, with the premium currency, you can buy gacha boxes full of weaponry. And so they give you a high rarity weaponry overall. Now, you can earn the premium currency through gameplay at a steady rate. It's just slower, and so this is just a faster way to get better gear. Now, with other things, you can just buy all of these resources that you get through the game naturally at a faster rate. So anything that you want to progress faster in, you can make in-app purchases to do so, but I literally have not felt any pressure from anything but the ads, and there is an in-app purchase that removes ads from the game, and it will make it so that you can just collect rewards from incentivized ads instantly. It's important to note that I think this game really rewards your time handsomely. You just log into the game, you get rewards. If you do anything in the game, you get rewards. There's so many quests that you can go out of your way to do to get more rewards. So every time you're playing, you feel like you're making progress, and you feel like you're doing a great job and getting tons of rewards. I've never felt bottlenecked once, which really surprises me. Counter Night really ended up impressing me and giving me a nostalgic trip through the Flash games of my past. It's just a satisfying game to play because of its simplistic gameplay loop, and it makes it really addicting, and you're constantly feeling like you're making progress and being rewarded for your time. I think that's really special when it comes to free-to-play games because usually the opposite ends up happening the longer you play it, but I haven't encountered that here. So if you like time-based games, or if you like hack and slash games, or if you like RPGs, or if you want to play a free-to-play game that's designed like a free-to-play game but doesn't feel like a free-to-play game, then definitely check this one out. The link to the game is in the description down below. Alright guys, those are my first impressions of Counter Night. Don't forget to leave a like and pop a sub. It really helps out small channels like mine. We're really getting close to 1,000 subs, and that's crazy. And also, thank you so much for watching to the end of the video. That's the main way that my channel grows, so I really thank you for that. I have tons more content, including mobile game streams and stuff, in the description down below if you want more content from me. Thank you so much for watching. I hope you guys are staying safe, and take it easy.